first carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
To throw is Edwards. On 1st and 10. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Dobbins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
29-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Off play action. Edwards. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will make it into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown game.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Edwards throwing on first down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Allen Robinson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is good.
And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You want those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now Edwards to throw on second down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bilal Nichols, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Edwards now off the play fake. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7.
Here's Edwards on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing it in here on second down, this time complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker lining
on that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes get right to throw in the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
27-yard line.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the pressure gets to him again. Malik Harrison has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Enough takes to start you off a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Edwards. Open man here, Sims complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this throw caught left side. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Dolphins 7. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 1st half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Gain of 9.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tua now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Tua to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 37.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to number 15. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Ravens 28, Dolphins 7. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Dolphins 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On second down, Tua. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's second down.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Here's Tua. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Max Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And it's
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. From the gun, it's Tua. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Malik Harrison in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Tua with a throw complete to Parker. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now this will make it into the end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
But that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this one recovered by the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From midfield, here's Tua. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again with Dobbins, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Edwards. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now Tagovailoa. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw is Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Miami.
Let's go, D.
To throw is Tua. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for David Njoku. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete in the end zone. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Ravens, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll